If you were to compare fractions, and you have the fraction 3/5 and 5/8. How would you tell which one is bigger of those? We'll entertain. Alex?
Draw two circles and shade them.
Now, here's the deal with that, and I'm glad Alex said that first, because that's something you will no longer in your mathematical world draw two circles and split this into pieces like this. Does anybody want to know why this is just a bad method to do this? Anybody? Why would this be kind of a bad deal? Brooke?
If you have a very large number, you would have to.
Alright, if the fractions were incredibly huge, it'd take you a long time to split a circle into like 75 pieces or something like that. Secondly, Caleb?
It was hard to make them all equal.
Yeah. Secondly, unless you're going to use a compass and a protractor to cut things into exact angles and something, you're basically just kind of estimating when you do that, because this is not an exact science there. So no longer, children, when they ask you to do this, probably would you do it this way. Let's ixnay that right now. Another way you could compare those is Stupert.
Make them the same bottom number.
Okay, you could make common denominators, which, you know, if you're adding fractions, you do that all the time. What is your common denominator? 40, and this is 25 40ths, and this is 40, and this is 24 40ths. My God, they're awful close. This would be 24 40ths, and this is 25 40ths. By the way, did my circle make it look like this one was bigger? I don't know. Okay. Second way to do it, and then the third way, which is the way we're talking about today, is, anybody know? If you're looking in your book, you would. Not that you should. You are comparing by making decimals. I don't know why in the real world you would do this. I guess if you knew what the decimals were right away, you would do it, but this is going to take you a little longer than you probably going to want to spend, but since the book told us to. How do I make 3/5 a decimal? How do we make any fraction a decimal? Well, there's a couple different ways, but Brooke?
Either divide the numerator by the denominator.
Right, you're probably going to do like Brooke said, do this. How many times does 5 go into 30? 0.6 times. That's that decimal. And this one you'd have to divide 8 into 5, which gives you what? 8 goes into 50. 6 times, which is 48, correct? 8 goes into 20. 2 times, work with me here, kids, work with me. 2 is 16, sorry, and then 8 goes into 40 5 times. So 3/5 as a decimal is 0.6, and 5/8 as a decimal is 0.625. Which one is bigger? This one. So the book's going to ask you, if they tell you to change two decimals to compare, you can't cheat and do it like this. You must show the work and do it like this. Now maybe you know what the decimal for 3/5 is, it's 0.6, then I wouldn't necessarily care. I don't think you have to necessarily do that, but how many of you know the decimal for like 7/8? Eventually you'll get to know of it. It's 0.875. How about the decimal for 5/9? We talked about this, didn't we? Did we do repeating decimals?
Yeah.
Decimal for 5/9 is 0.5 repeater. Decimal for 4/9 was, see how quickly you forget? Don't blame me if you forget stuff.